Can an environment really change an animal's behavior? Not in years, but in just a few moments. This is the golden apple snail, often seen as slow, simple, and predictable. But what happens when the same snail is placed in different environments? In its natural habitat, surrounded by water, mud, and plants. When it is moved outside its habitat, something unusual begins to appear. And when it is placed in a dry area, the change cannot be ignored. The snail does not change, the environment does. Through this simple experiment, we discover one important fact. A habitat is not just a place to live, but it shapes behavior, energy, and survival. Watch closely, because the difference is far more extreme than you might expect.
First experiment: golden apple snail in its natural habitat. First, we observed the golden apple snail in the rice field, its natural habitat. In this environment, the golden apple snail appears highly active. It moves smoothly through the water and soft mud, searching for food and exploring its surroundings. The snail looks comfortable here because the rice field provides everything it needs: water, soft mud, oxygen, and natural food sources. This shows that the golden apple snail reaches its highest level of activity when it lives in a habitat that perfectly matches its natural adaptations.
Second experiment: golden apple snail in a bucket of water. Next, we place the golden apple snail in a bucket filled with water, which is not its natural habitat. In this environment, the golden apple snail is still able to survive. It has access to water, but its movement becomes slower and more restricted. The snail often remains still or moves only short distances. This shows that water alone is not sufficient. The golden apple snail also requires a natural environment, including soft mud and aquatic plants, to remain active and perform optimally. Finally, we placed the golden apple snail on a dry surface without any water. In this condition, the golden apple snail becomes almost completely inactive. It pulls its body back into its shell and shows very little movement. This happens because the golden apple snail requires moisture to move and to breathe properly. A dry environment causes stress, forcing the snail to protect itself by remaining inside its shell.
Conclusion. From these three experiments, we can conclude that the environment has a significant impact on the activity of the golden apple snail. The snail is most active in the rice field, less active in an artificial container filled with water, and almost completely inactive in a dry environment. This experiment clearly demonstrates how important habitat suitability is for the survival and activity of living organisms.